She got beautiful for us again.
Okay, guys, we are recording. Wait, no, sorry. Yes, we are recording. This is our August 24th call, and we thought instead of doing like a full-on topic and like covering things tonight, we would kind of just like open it up to everyone to ask questions that they have, and maybe throw out just a couple of like last-minute tips. There's a week left in the month, of course. Everyone's goal that's on a Team Cup team is to hit Success Club. Rank advancing is great if you are eligible to do that because that gives your team extra points too. And of course it benefits you. And first off, I thought I'd kind of do a little recognition because we obviously have been trying to do more of that this week with everything kind of moving towards the end of the month. And I just wanted to reiterate the recognition from yesterday real quick. I'll do a screen share and show you guys. And it's pretty much the same. It looks like Amanda has helped one more person, Amanda Arena. I hope I'm saying that right. But we have so far at Success Club, Heather, Amanda Hicks, Stacy, Amanda Rhiannon, or Hopkins. I guess I should ask her which one she actually.
Yeah, it's Rhiannon is it's the middle name on my Facebook. So
gotcha.
Whichever you want to go by.
Okay, sorry. I did that because I was like, I think that might be your like. Some people have like maiden names and then they're, you know, like new last names, but whatever. Anyways, you, I think, are at Success Club 8 now. And then we have Amber at Success Club 8 as well. And then we have two people helped with Stephanie Rogers and Jennifer Still. And I know Jen went back to school and she's still pushing. I see Stephanie's post. I know she's been on vacation a little bit and she's pushing. And then we have so many people here with one person helps. We have Sabrina, Kelly Dentelman, Jordan Elwell. She's a newer coach that I have to introduce. My mom. Go Cindy. Michael, Amanda's hubby. We have Destiny, we have Simone, we have Caitlin, we have Katie, Pop, we have Amber's hubby is at 2, and then Teresa is at Success Club 2. So we have a lot of people that are so close with just needing help, maybe 1 or 2 more people, and they'll be locking in Success Club. So you guys, some people write this, you know, week off and are like, I'm not there yet, you know, whatever, I guess I'll just like wait till September. Don't do that. Like, everything is on sale this month. You have discount codes you can use this month. I have seen people hit Success Club 10 in one day. I've seen people hit Success Club 6 on the last day of the month. Anything is possible. And I just have to say, like, just continue to invite, continue to do what you're doing. And I'll share a couple tips after we maybe get some questions. If anybody wants to talk about like anything that they are struggling with, or maybe if you have, you know, particular questions about conversations that you're having that could help other people, I feel like this is a great time to share it, to chat about it. If anybody wants to kind of talk about maybe what their hang up is this month, if they're having one, or if they want to celebrate themselves too. I thought we could kind of go there as well. Don't be scared. I'll share mine. So like I have been, you know, have 3 carts just sitting out there right now for people. And I talked to one girl today and her mom has cancer, so she's not going to be completing her cart because it's just not a good time for her. And, you know, that's a discouraging situation, but she already knew her mom had cancer, but she has to drive up to Greenville and like help support her, you know, through her treatment. But, you know, she's somebody that of course, like I will continue to follow up with. And I think this happens a lot. I have another person who wanted to enroll as a coach. I sent her the share cart. It freaked her out on Friday. She hasn't completed the enrollment since. And I even took it off and we talked about it. And we had talked about this for like 2 months in a row. So my plan with her is just to, like, I messaged her today saying our group kicked off, you know, kind of a new set of ladies started today. Do you want to start today? Still no response. I will continue to message her like probably Wednesday and then Sunday. And just be like, it's the last day of the month, you know, like this is the last day. This will be on sale if she doesn't complete her enrollment. But I feel like we get kind of easily discouraged about that. When in reality, like I remember when I got my link to check out, I sat on it for like a week probably. And then I got the message like, our group starts tomorrow. Are you doing this or not? And I was telling like, oh yeah, okay, I'm doing it. So it happens a lot. And then the third person said last night she was completing payment today and I still haven't seen her do it. So I just have to keep following up with her too. So it doesn't always work out ideally. You know, I got all excited Monday morning or Friday morning saying, yeah, I'm ready. Send me these links. And none of these people have done, you know, the actual completion of it. So just a little word of encouragement. Don't give up. Just keep telling them, you know, we have our cutoff for the sales. We have our cutoff for the promo codes, things like that.
I have a good many like that too. And I think people tend to overthink it. So I just keep following up. My girl from Canada kept doing that. Now she's on vacation. So I'm going to follow up with her on the weekend. But I've had a lot of them. I don't know if it's with school starting and
Definitely.
just, getting back into a routine. So just following up.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have the school starting is like throwing people off, especially more this year than ever because of
Yeah.
how different it looks for so many people.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything they want to share?
I will say I signed a girl up last week though, and she already got Megan Hutto. She already got her Shakeology today, so that was pretty quick. And it was vegan vanilla. I thought that one was. She got it. She
Yeah,
tried it.
certain ones are getting better. Oh, I had somebody that signed up like last week as a coach after 2 weeks before signing up for the challenge pack, and then within 48 hours I got a cancellation on Saturday. And I was like, what's happening? And she said Shakeology made her violently ill. She has all these, and I even mailed her like 6 packets. So I'm thinking, of course, like now I'm out like $40 on Shakeology that I mailed her, and she's returning everything, which is another $40. And I, all I could really do is suggest like maybe Daily Sunshine or, something that doesn't have all the superfoods in it because she has all these dietary restrictions. She doesn't really know what it is. So it's been kind of a crummy weekend.
Yeah.
Mine is not this related, but David is currently on the phone with his ex-wife's sister, giving her advice about their parents' estate.
Oh.
Does that bother you?
No, actually, I think it's hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, everybody's having weird conversations.
It's 2020, like nothing's
I know, right?
weird anymore.
It's 2020. That's what we say for everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I drove 2 hours to go sit in court for 5 minutes, do my motion, and then drove 2 hours back today. And I was like, did I just go to
Why?
court with a mask the whole time? Like, it was just weird. Yeah, it was a waste of
That was weird.
but it was fun. It was different.
Anybody else?
Molly, you're coming to Summit, aren't you? Okay, good.
She needs it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I need a whole lot.
I'll do.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything to share at our sharing session, I will give you some like last minute tips for Success Club and reaching out to people. And like, this is not like a Hail Mary because you still have a ton of time, but I'll just give kind of like my full rundown of things, and then Stacey can add anything else that she has. But I have a couple of things. One, I think with Tuesday coming, making a Transformation Tuesday post tomorrow with some sort of like before and after is a really great idea, and putting like an actual call to action in there. Maybe you make it a little bit more about your story though, and like something personal versus just I'm taking 5 ladies to join me in this thing, because I feel like right now it's like an overwhelming time for a lot of people. So you have to have people that really connect more with you and what you're saying. And putting some sort of call to action for like a September boot camp to start next week, of course, in that. And the Transformation Tuesday type posts, like, I feel like the photos kind of need to be similarly situated and show a difference, of course, and have good lighting. I feel like lighting is a really big deal. And then I think, having something, even if it's not like a drastic, some people don't really have major before and afters, but you can talk more about like, the actual like personal transformation piece to go along with it, and use some powerful, caption or text to go with it to really connect with people on a deeper level. I think that is kind of like one thing I would do. I feel like each week, maybe 2 to 3 calls to action in your post is really needed. On Sundays, I always try to do a coaching post. And then I always try to do like at least one challenge group post throughout the week. I feel like Tuesdays are a really good day to do it. I don't know if you guys have your Instagram set up with like business pages, but you can always look at your analytics and see what time it says you get your highest amount of traffic and try to post around that time on Instagram specifically. And that of course helps. A lot of people will not actually respond saying they want to join your group. So the next step from there will be to invite the people that like the post or comment on the post or, you know, show you some sort of love. So don't ever rest on, you know, expecting people to come to you. I know that it's a hard thing to get past in the beginning, but actually reaching out to those people that are showing you love is a really simple step after. So you're going to say, thank you for showing me love on this post. I don't know if you thought about joining in with me, but my next boot camp starts next week. Would you be interested in learning more? Like that is your simple invite, and you'll go from there with that. Your story should mirror what you do in your posts. So try to have some sort of progression also tomorrow that says what they can expect to get in a challenge group coming up. Because a lot of times, like if they don't see it match up in both places, like you're going to have different audiences showing up in stories versus on your feed. And then you'll also have the opportunity in your stories to share a little bit more details about what they can get. I did download today some September boot camp, like turn over a new leaf or something. It was the theme. And I was trying to ask Megan Ewaldson what she pays for one service each month for challenge group content, and I pay for another. I was trying to ask her today what hers was because they've been a lot prettier and I've been using hers more. But I do have stories downloaded, so I'll share those. I'll share them in the team page, but they're MP4s. And what I've noticed is when I share those stories in the team page, people can never download them. So you're going to have to like ask me to message them to you if you want to use them. Otherwise, you can always do like an MBF progression if you're doing MBF right now. And I know we have a ton of like different random MBF stories out there. You can just talk in your stories. I know that like scares a lot of people, but if you say what you've been doing and tell us, you know, a little bit something personal that aligns with that post that you made, sometimes that resonates with people a little bit more too. And I always suggest in your stories, if you're going to talk, that you at least put like a little caption saying what you're saying, because not everybody listens to stories on audio. Like I tend to watch on silent, especially if I'm like, you know, in bed at night, or if I'm in the middle of just like eating lunch or something at work, you know, like I don't always listen with audio on. And then the last part of your story should have some sort of like numbered list saying, I've got 3 discount codes left, or I've got 3 spots left for the next ladies that want to save $20, like who's in, you know, and put a poll there. I think the DM thing does not work. Like, unless you have a huge following that's really loyal, like people are probably not going to DM you. They'll respond to a poll. And even if they don't, I would still message the people that are watching. And I message pretty much everyone that watches the last slide, because they've gone through like 5 or 6 about that same thing and they made it to the last one, which leads me to believe like they weren't really bored with it. Maybe they're interested in it. So I'm going to send them a message. So that's kind of my suggestion on what to do tomorrow. The other thing, you know, that I would do obviously this week is just like show more in your stories if you haven't been showing up. But if you have somebody that signs up with you, like repost in your stories each day that numbered list saying, I'm going to take 3 ladies, and say like, you know, cross out the 3 and say 2 spots left and put a name. And you do that each day to create urgency, and you say you're kind of counting down to your next group starting next Monday. That honestly, when I do that diligently, usually gets me the best, like, you know, most active people that are actually complete share carts quickly, that will actually like, you know, be ready to jump into the group. And I think it just shows that like, you know, yeah, you always have more spots than just like 3 or 5, but like this month with promo codes, you really only have a couple. With the saving a certain amount of money, you know, like you don't have codes for that on MBF packs, of course, but like you can say, I only have 5 spots for this, or I'm only taking however many ladies for this. And then you keep putting in your stories when somebody signs up new, that like name list that has, you know, a name filled out. Or if you have a share cart put out, I've seen people put like pending in a spot to create that sense of urgency. So I would keep doing that throughout the week to continue to show you have that group coming. I think the problem sometimes is we put it in like once and then we leave it for like 5 days and we post about it again. Different people are going to see your stories at different times. You really have to kind of like hammer the same points in there. The other thing is, I know we posted about the 3-day refresh, like that little challenge group, Snoop group thing we have. That is kind of like your last minute Hail Mary, you know, on trying to hit Success Club. I know a lot of people didn't actually make a post saying like we're hosting a 3-day cleanse after Labor Day. with real food, or however you want to say it, like drop a whatever below if you're interested. Do that this week, but don't do it tomorrow if you're going to do Transformation Tuesday post. Maybe you do it like Thursday or Friday, and you put it in, like on Facebook, you can just write it as text. On Instagram, I do it more as like a story, of course, because it, like, unless you have a picture with results that you can share with that too, it will just obviously look better in a story, since text on like the Instagram feed doesn't go over as well. And put a poll on that. And if you need some transformation photos that talk about the 3-day refresh, I know Stacy has been sharing some. I think they're in our team page probably, right?
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button. They're in the team page, probably under photos. Plus, I mean, if you click in whatever like message thread you're in, and you click the name of the group at the top, I don't know if some of y'all know this. You can click it, and then there's options, and you can click photos, and you're gonna see all the photos from that group. So a lot of like good slides are in there, so you don't have to scroll back up through it, and you'll find like transformation photos. It's just a shortcut. People don't know that.
I think the thing with the 3-day refresh though is like it could be a little confusing. We have the Snoop group, that's sitting there, and it literally just has 4 posts. So if somebody says they're interested, you would add them into the Snoop group and just tag them into post 1. And then they can go through each of the 4 posts and see the information on it themselves. You still have to have a little bit of conversation with them, like, you know, what are your goals? Like, what makes you interested in doing a cleanse type thing? But it makes the process a little more simplified, that they can go in there and see it. It's almost like one of our sale groups where you don't have to have necessarily as much back and forth. So that's the second thing I would do this week, but I would space them out, of course. Like, the general, you know, social media rules are like give value, give value, give value, ask for something. So if you ask for something tomorrow via a challenge group post, try to make a couple value added posts on Wednesday and Thursday, and then maybe on Friday you could put the 3-day refresh out there again. I honestly think in your stories you can post an invite to something every single day. It's just kind of continuing to hammer things home to people. The last thing is Megan Ewaldson asked if I would run like a coach info, like sneak peek group on Wednesday. If you have people that are interested in coaching, you can of course invite to that. She has some group already out there for it. It's a little late, like of course tomorrow if you're gonna invite to your challenge group to put a post out there about coaching too. But if you have challengers that are doing a really great job or that might benefit from the discount, I would invite them to that. If you have, you know, kind of like a dream team list of people that maybe you've been a little nervous about inviting, invite them to that. There's some like pretty incredible income progressions that she posts in there for some of the ladies on our team. There's a lot of like good team, like bigger team content on trips and stuff like that, like stuff that maybe in our smaller sneak peeks, we don't necessarily have as many people to share those things because we haven't had as many people go on Success Club trips and stuff. So I think having that as an option as like a bigger coach info group is really cool. And then of course, if you just want to join it to see more for yourself, that's great too. And then the last thing I will say is, you know, make this your week to really like check off those maybe big scary invites that you've been too afraid to make, or do the follow-ups that you're like, you know, like these people are kind of on the fence. I don't know. Like, you know, don't be afraid to coach people or to make recommendations to people before you're actually their coach to share your value. I think sometimes we think we're being, you know, annoying, but I think I was listening to some training today, or I was on a power hour, and she said, I think it's a lot salesier of people to send you an invite and never follow up with you than it is for somebody to send you an invite and actually check back in. And I was like, that's a very good point. You know, like you're showing right away that like, I'm not just like trying to make a sale and done. And I get this all the time. Like I got an Usborne book invite today. I got like a Pampered Chef one last week on hosting a party. Like these people are one and done with me because I'm just like, no, it's not a good time, or no, like I don't say yes to any of those things personally because I'm just like, I don't want anything to conflict with my business. And I don't want people to think I'm just like an invite, you know, like putting something out there constantly trying to make a sale. So I just say no to a lot of those things, but people don't follow up. So I feel like, you know, just showing your value right away, following up with the people you've had conversations with, go back to anybody you've invited that you've had a conversation with and tell them, you know, like, hey, I'm kicking off my next group this month. I don't know if the timing is better for you, but I just wanted to let you know, like, you know, all this stuff is on sale and I really think it's going to be a great group. Would you have any interest in joining now, or is now a better time? And really just make it your, you know, opportunity to touch base back with these people. I always follow up when we have something new, when sales are ending, when a new group is starting. And of course, if they say leave me alone, I don't do it. But in general, I'm like, hey, just wanted to let you know, like, if it's still not a good time, no big deal. But I know that you're interested before. And show your value, right now through things like that. And tell them you're looking out for them, because I have people who are like, thanks for keeping me updated. It is a better time, or no, it's not a good time. And that's totally fine. I just put them on the next month. I think that is pretty much it. If you have any conversations that you're having that you're like, I don't necessarily know how to navigate this, I'm always happy to jump on the phone with you and whoever the other person is. I am always happy to jump on, like, to talk about coaching, talk about challenge groups, take the lead and show you how to do things if you don't feel comfortable with them. But I feel like a lot of it's more just like taking the action for a lot of us, because I know that many of us are like seeing successes and we know what to do. Stacy?
I was just going to say earlier, and I typed it in the chat part if nobody saw it, but for that group that you were talking about for the coach sneak peek that Megan have, I shared it in our Giving Back and Leveling Up, I think is the name of it, coach group. So anybody can click that to like join in and to see if you were wondering. And then I definitely second Sarah when she was saying about like, if you follow up with them, you're not being salesy, and you're showing your care. And I do that with a lot of people. And I just say like, hey, wanted to check in with you, or make comments on stuff that's in their stories or posts that they have and stuff. So they don't think that all we're doing, is trying to sell you should be trying to make a friendship, or, some kind of relationship with those people. But I think that helps to where if you, message them for a whole year and they ghost you and then they finally, join, normally they're going to say something really nice and appreciative of you continuing to follow up. I don't know if I have Sarah's so good at giving information out and tips. I don't think I really have anything else.
No, the only other and I mention this for the ladies that have prior leads or prior customers, but you can go into your subscription orders and Team Beachbody on the Coach Office and look at everyone who has a subscription renewing. Like, I would look at Shakeology, I'd look at Performance, and then I would look at BOD, like any renewals in the next month. And those are great people to contact about doing, like, if it's a BOD renewal, I always contact and say, like, would you be interested in saving some money and doing like a challenge pack to get a nutrition component as well? If they have a Shakeology renewal and they're not doing like MBF, or they haven't already, then I'll say, for the same price as your Shakeology, you could do an MBF completion pack. And that's 2 Success Club points, but they're also getting for the same exact price, like, MBF, MBFA, Ultimate Portion Fix, and 2B Mindset. So if you have older customers like that, they're great people to ask about doing the MBF completion pack, since they'll save some money that way. Same with the Performance line. Like, if they don't have those things and they would benefit on the nutrition side, those are great people to message as well. Or, maybe they're more interested in a 3-day refresh with one of your codes, and it only cost them $10 more to do that. So using your prior customers and your leads, their renewals is a great thing to do too, because you're saving them money, and a lot of times they might, need help in that nutrition area a little bit more. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like a zombie. Sorry. I'm so tired right now. The energy is being sucked out of me. I'm going to give birth at any moment. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
I would say, wait a minute, how far along are you?
35 weeks on Friday, though. It's coming.
I know, but yeah, you could.
I sent Ashley Faber. So Ashley was like a really active coach on our team. Then pregnancy happened and you haven't seen her. But I made a birthday jib jab card for her, and literally it was like her face on a baby's body popping out of somebody yesterday, because she's 38 weeks pregnant. I was like, I won't post this publicly because it's really strange. But it looked perfect for you for your birthday.
I forgot to watch it.
Oh, it was offensive kind of.
You or Molly would do that. I'm just kidding.
I can put Molly's face on it and make one for her too.
sounds
Anybody
really
else have anything? I know Jen's probably exhausted. School started back. Amber's up past her bedtime.
How did your first day go, Jen? Back.
Good. I mean, I was actually reading.
You're like breaking up. Every time you talk, it
Yeah, it was like our first official work day all over again. Okay. You know, it's
Do you have your phone?
You
here?
froze. Oh,
Yeah.
It sounds like
froze.
buzzing noise.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if her phone or something's like messing with her connection right here.
yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
razor. Like an
Yeah.
electric razor.
Yeah.
That's better.
It's quiet now. And she moved.
Fake AirPods. Well, hey, if our if our team cup teams can win our region, we get new AirPods.
That'd be cool.
And just a reminder, if you lock in Success Club for yourself, you get an MBF tank from Beachbody for this. If your whole team locks in, you get like a director's share. Our
You get both.
our team prize is some like workout shorts. I don't know if you don't care about workout shorts, I'll just give you an Amazon gift card. I was thinking, I'm like, at this stage of my life, I probably wouldn't want a pair of workout shorts that are super tight, but they are really good shorts. So if you don't want those, I'll send you an Amazon gift card. But then if you've not actually ever hit Success Club, Beachbody will give you like a coach tank as well. So there's several prizes you get for hitting it. And of course, if you hit Emerald, our team has another prize for that. So if you want to get all the prizes, do all the things, rank advance, hit Success Club, and you'll get a ton of stuff this month, which is kind of cool. So the razor's back.
She's shaven.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording.